Ladies and gentlemen, scientists say the new sunspot cycle could be one of the strongest on record. Well, how about them apples, man? That is not really a surprise to me, because even though every other YouTuber who dabbles in weather, space weather, and stellar physics has been saying we are going into a grand solar minimum, I was like, no way. You guys are talking out of your ass. Okay, great. And so there was a rootin' tootin' big buzz going around because the coronal mass ejection and solar flare 1-2 punch that happened on my mama's birthday, happy birthday, mama, December 7th, is going to cause a pretty big geomagnetic storm and storms. We're looking for a G1 on December 9th, a G3, are you serious? Yeah, we're serious, on the 10th of December, and a G2 on the 11th of December. And hey, let me take this moment out to give a super duper shout out to Asteroid Fight Club and the Texas Angel and Joe and Mike and everybody else out there who's cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully I'll have the energy to go live tomorrow night and I will get more in depth in my thank yous and my I love you guys. Okay, great. Ricky ticky tock bang. All right, when the sun acts weird, Earth weather acts weird, and people lose their minds. And so I might be acting a little weird. Plus, I think part of light is instantaneous. And, the different parts of the plasma and the light affect us at different times in different areas. And so today, I was super duper 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 exhausted. Unlike I've been in a long time. And so I feel like the energy's already hit in some regards, to some of us who can feel the magical cosmic rays or whatever and whatnot. Did I make good sense there? Excellent. Yeah, so we had a major coronal mass ejection happen. And yeah, it is definitely Earth-facing. Look at that thing. It's a big bang, baby. Because the sun has been lit up with tons of sunspots lately. Yeah, we're definitely going into a very interesting solar maximum, my friends. Look at that. So, what does this mean? Does this mean doom? No. If you want doom, there are plenty of other places that'll sell it to you. But this is Asteroid Fight Club. We save the day. Although, there has been no small number of dipshits selling you guys extremely garbage information that will not only put you and your family and your friends' lives in danger, but it's just dumbass across the board. And so now we're at like a 9/11 every day in the United States of America with the coronavirus. And so I've been recommending playing absolute best defense all year long, especially going into the winter wave. And we are headed towards 4,000 deaths a day. I think we'll head it within the next 2 weeks. So definitely play super defense if that's your thing. But we're looking at over 10 states today that had over 100 deaths. That is horrible, bro. And it's like God and the astrology and astronomy, which is the heavens, have been running the show. And so we've had Jupiter and Saturn lining up for a great grand royal conjunction in the sky, which we will see on December 21st. And we've had Mars in Aries for 6 months, which is very, very, very anomalous. And then we have our 6th eclipse of the year coming up on the 14th, which will take place in Sagittarius. And so with Mars in Aries up until January 5th, I think, we've been looking for wildfires. We'll be looking for wildfires up until January, and major wildfires in California and areas. And so, yeah, California is still dealing with Santa Ana winds and some major nasty wildfires. Happy Hanukkah out there, and that Hanukkah cookie looks good. Plus, I got no tolerance for people who like to come and crap all over the holidays. Dude, don't sell me your bullshit belief, especially if it's negative. So if I'm like in the Christmas spirit or in the holiday spirit, don't give me your negative Nancy Debbie Downer grumpy cat bullshit, because you can't find joy in anything. All right? Thanks. Random photograph of a reporter lady. Over 100 meteors an hour may be visible Sunday night as the Geminids reaches its peak, viewing tips and latest cloud forecast. So, on the solar eclipse day, the 14th of December, you can be on the lookout for Geminids as well, because the solar eclipse will be happening over South America, I believe. We won't be able to see it in the USA. Hey, FireEye, top cybersecurity firm, got hacksaw to pieces. Oh, Russia was blamed. It's usually Russia or Iran. There was like, they did it, but you would think you can't trace back good hackers. But who knows? I don't know. Hacking is not my thing. Not now, Borg. Leaked government photos shows motionless cube-shaped UFO. Are you kidding me? No, Jim Tang, the astronaut's favorite weatherman, we're not kidding you. Marco Kolosek says, after an intense snowstorm and ice storm just a few days and tons of rain yesterday, today produced several severe storms over the Adriatic Sea, including a supercell storm in the evening with a tornado into the port of Trieste. Beyond epic, never stop chasing. Israel space official X says aliens do exist. There's a base on Mars, and so does the Galactic Federation. And as your planetary defense commander, who may or may not be related to Valiant Thor, I've been telling you guys that for a while. Pretty much, you know. We'll discuss that later. It might partially explain how I'm alive, because it's been a pretty crazy last 3 years. Yeah, fires in California for sure. And it blows my mind again and again and again at how after you have the Republicans and Democrats fighting about everything, and the Republicans and Democrats are doing absolutely nothing to help the average daily American, especially businesses like restaurants, service industry, and pretty much just everybody. We've been going through a pandemic all year long. We're now going through the winter wave, and the idea that the Republicans and Democrats can't come together to offer people help is absolutely, utterly disgusting and distracting everybody from what we should be doing to help people. To argue about dumb shit just it bothers me to no end. And the weather's kind of quiet for now, but that's going to change. We may be getting a big storm right around Christmas, though it probably won't be snow in all places because these nor'easters nowadays tend to be moist as opposed to super snowy, although it'll be mixed precipitation. New shit has come to light, said the Big Lebowski. There was lightning, massive hailstorm in Saudi Arabia, desert, hail, rain, flood, and ice storm, as everything seems to be biblical on every level. But instead of Old Testament or New Testament, it's like we're in the newest Testament. And if I am lucky, and I'm a Sagittarius, so hopefully I am going to be, I'll be home with my mama for the first time in 2.5 years for the great royal Jupiter Grand Conjunction on December 21st. So I am super excited about that. Wish me luck. Hey, we got some green meteors off the coast of Australia. I haven't had a chance to 100,000% verify that this is totally brand new. Every once in a while, somebody's like, hey, that meteor was from like 2 years ago. And I was like, sorry, I didn't know. I didn't have a chance to verify Jasmine Cardi's information. Or Cardili, whatever. And sometimes I just get swayed by a pretty avatar, I guess. I got the longest dry streak in Phoenix history, 160 days. And it's been really, really hot there too. So it's like a mini ice age without the cold and the heat. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Tamitha Skov was a super cool solar scientist. I recommend you follow her. Ready for a 1-2 punch? Our sun launches a big Earth-directed solar storm on our heels of fast solar wind. NASA and NOAA predictions disagree, but give an impact window of December 9th. If it arrives early, expect aurora. We're talking the aurora could dip down really low. So you might get to see it if you're high. Wait, what? Monoliths are showing up everywhere now, and then they're getting vandalized, and then they're having to like clean the vandalism. But I think the humans are cleaning them, not the aliens. So take everything with a grain of salt, because salt is delicious and adds flavor to food. Residents were shocked at what blew in, insert your own cupcake joke there, and was left for them to clean up after what was described as a freak weather event. Extreme weather leaves Australian suburb covered in hairy panic. I don't know what the story is about. So it's like giant hair got blown in. Things are weird, dude. Although they're cute. Buckle up, buttercups. Tomorrow is going to be an interesting day. Coronal mass ejection, which will probably lead to some possible earthquakes, volcano eruptions, and then you had the Supreme Court knock down the Pennsylvania and Arizona Trump court cases, but they have one more case to rule on, which is the case that Texas put out today. But at the moment, Trump is 0-51, or 1-51. Anyway, it's not looking good for him, man. It's not looking good for him. Just letting you know. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll remind you up until the 20th that I voted for Biden. So the guy I voted for won by 7 million votes. And you may feel like that is not the case. What was Trump's slogan about feelings again? I forget. Decent signal on the Euro and Euro ensembles for a coastal storm next week. We'll see if it holds. Concern not so much for wintry weather, but onshore flow as new moon tides exceptionally high Saturday through Thursday. Trump has mismanaged the coronavirus pandemic so badly, so epic on every level since it started, and since the election hasn't given a single shit about the situation. All right. Updated geomagnetic forecast. Yep. G1, G3, G2. There's going to be some major. And so there will be lowering down to latitudes. A what? A potential winter commuting hazard statement has been issued for Wednesday morning's commute. This area covers north of D.C. eastward to the Baltimore area, up to the Pennsylvania-Maryland state line. While confidence is low, a dusting of snow is possible, which may impact morning commuters. And for some reason, that's caused everyone in weather Twitter to freak out. The radar site in Broome, Washington, is showing precipitation association with the tropical low approaching the coast of the western Kimberley. This low is not expected to develop into a cyclone, but will bring heavy rain to western parts of the Kimberley, moving south, Australia. And radar Omega is partially associated with Reed Timmer, who is cool. Mark Mancuso letting us know a clipper system to bring quick burst of snow to the northeast. All right. That would be Tuesday night, Thursday a.m. And that low that is flipping and dipping off the coast of Mexico and California is weird, man. And there's a great mystery behind the Illinois short-lived Cookie Monster mural. What is it? I don't know. It's a mystery. Yeah, we're looking at a mid-month storm possible. But we'll talk about it when we get closer to the mid-month. And we have a rule at Thor News, definitely 5 days after. Hey, total solar eclipse, we watch for a major storm. So we will continue to do that because it's worked for us well. Jackson Dale's cool as a pickle, still watching the disturbance quickly move to the northeast tomorrow, bringing a quick round of moderate snow to many. The heaviest and accumulating snow will be near Lake Erie. And so that'll run through Thursday. And yes, I believe this is the precipitation that Mr. Mancuso was discussing. So now I'm showing it to you in a visual form. Excellent. Well, but yeah, Matthew Ferraria agreeing. We got a storm threat to watch in about a week, but we will continue to watch because that is what we do. So yeah, the Supreme Court unanimously denied the president's case in Pennsylvania and Arizona today, but he's going to appeal it to the Galactic Federation. Oh yeah, and then he got another case tossed out in Georgia. And yeah, Wisconsin's response to Sidney Powell's lawsuit pointed out that the Dominion voting machines she says were part of a big election rigging plot weren't used in most of the counties she's complaining about, and in the two that did use them, Trump won. So, and President Trump's other lawyer, other than Rudy Giuliani, who went in the hospital with the coronavirus, Jenna Ellis has gotten the coronavirus, and she fears she got it when she attended a senior staff Christmas party on Friday. It has been my response to totally avoid the coronavirus and wear a mask, but other people said, F that, and, I don't know. I would avoid it, but everybody's doing their own thing, man. It's not my job to tell you what you want to hear. It's my job to try and keep you safe and give you the best information possible and keep World War III from breaking out and keep civilization from collapsing. And so I think I've done a pretty good job all year. And you guys pay my salary and dole out the year-end Christmas bonuses for me being Planetary Defense Commander all year long. And since it is December, if you would like to donate or contribute and say thanks for all the work I've done all year, last month, last 8 years, or as part of Thor News Year 9, which will be in 2021, You can make a contribution straight through the mail because my hackers have been really, 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 really mad since the election. And have pretty much shut down like my Super Chat, PayPal. None of those are really working that properly. You have to try to work to get them all fixed. So I'm depending on you guys. But you guys usually take really good care of me. And I really, really appreciate that because I do everything I can to give you guys the exact best information, even if it's the shit nobody wants to hear. It's not fun telling everybody to wear a mask all year long. You know? And it triggers everybody. When to me, wearing a mask isn't even that big of a deal. You know? Like firemen, Air Force guys, pilots, nurses, doctors, it's regular, wear them regularly. Like it's not that big of a sacrifice. Anyway, so we've made it through this year together, and hopefully after the middle of January, we can all start to slowly work together and get along again. You know, we'll see though. We're taking it day by day, minute by minute. But I love you guys. You guys are super duper awesome and fantastic. I'll try to do a live stream tomorrow night if I have more energy. The energy today was just weird. I love you guys, and I do the best that I can. I call myself Planetary Defense Commander, and with great responsibility, I take everything I try to tell you guys. All right, stay cool. Yeah, it's definitely not a grand solar minimum. We're definitely not a mini ice age. And, you know. Okay, great. Stay cool. God bless everyone. And let's have a happy Hanukkah, kick-ass Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, super grand conjunction. But yeah, okay. Peace out.